Hey guys, it's Raven Scry. Today I'm going to continue on with a bit of information. Yesterday's crypto video got a little bit long, so I felt to kind of break it up and give what else came through in today's video. So before we start, this is not financial advice. Really follow your own heart and intuition when making choices around what you invest in and how and when and all of those types of details. I've also just opened 10 reading spots for July, so if you'd like one, please go to the About page of the channel and contact me from the email address there. Okay, so as I connect back into the information that's come through around crypto, the first thing that they brought my attention to was they showed me reference to a phase or like a snapshot of time. Now, within this scene, it's like things are moving up quite quickly, so I feel as though it's moving into when there's some rapid growth. Now, they bring my attention quite strongly to Bitcoin and ETH in this, and the places that they hold within the market as quite big cryptos currently at this time anyway. Now, as they draw my attention to this, it's like they show this other crypto coming out of nowhere. Now, this feels like it's a new crypto of some description, or at least one that's been quite under the radar, but it's just like it's just zooming up into this position with both of them. And it just has this strength. Now, the way that it makes me feel is like this may be a project that takes up more space than others have for some time, and like the top cryptocurrencies, and when I say top, the Bitcoin and ETH being strong and being known and being, the top two. Now, I know when I say top two, people could respond in different ways, but I just mean within the size of them. So I feel like there's this other one that shoots up and takes some sort of position up there. Now, as I connect to it, it's like I see white. White is quite strong, and there's some kind of colouring on the white. Now, it feels like this is within the appearance of, or the symbol of the project. So it's this white backdrop with this kind of lettering, or this other, it feels like some sort of lettering, and it feels like it's pinkish in colour. Now, that could be slight variation within that, but that's just how it's been shown. Now, if I want to kind of move further into that, I'm seeing a P in connection, but I don't feel like I want to kind of move into saying the P because, it's a delicate dance reading. So I'm going to sit back from the P, but just really take the white backdrop and this kind of lettering and pinkish colour as quite important. And yes, a possible P involved there too. Okay, so now I'm going to move along and connect into a scene that Spirit has given me when I've been asking about the crypto space and what needs to be shared with you guys. So the scene they're giving me is, it's like there's some sort of a ride. Now it feels like the setting is snow, and it's like there's sleds or bobsleds of some description here, something out on the ice, and it's like now I'm in one of these rides, and I'm going up and down, traveling up and down this track essentially in this snowy area, and they show me the significance of the undulation within this going down movement that's taking place. Now, I'm also getting a strong sense of the emotions that I'm feeling as I move up and as I move down. And, it's like there's this excitement, but then there's this fear, and we're moving through these layers of emotion within being on this ride. So eventually, after traveling on this ride, it comes down into a smooth landing, a space of flat. And I feel as though, it's like we've somehow connected or traveled through some sort of cycle here within the way they're showing this. Now, as I sit and as I observe this space that I've arrived in, it has a great deal of light and a great deal of expanse, and it really is reminding me of the change and allowing the change. Now, I know many of you would have heard me speak of Spirit talking about the change and allow the change for such a long time, really. So it's brought me back to that place. But within saying that, it's like I'm at this place of change, and it does feel like something is and has changed within what they're showing me. So there is this change of destination and this open, expansive state or space that I've moved into here. And it feels like this is early stages. It feels like a very subtle, a very gentle evolution taking place here. And it's really reminding me of the subconscious and the conscious worlds coming together in communication. And the Spirit's pointing out to me that, there has been a lot more separation in the past within our conscious and subconscious minds, but it's like within this place they show me there is a gentle merging coming in, a fine balance and a fine dance. And also within this space, it's just like, they're really drawing me into the energy of it. And it's like all of these emotions that were on the ride, this excitement and this fear, which felt very extreme and like it was swinging from side to side, in these extremes. But within this space that we've moved into, it's like it's all contained within the whole, but there's not as many swings going on. There's not as much, it feels like duality within this experience. And there's somewhat more of a wholeness and an integration that's come in, a lighter feeling and a change, space to breathe. And it's like I just want to sit here in this space and soak it in and allow it to blend with me. So it's taking me to the very early stages of something. And now when I ask Spirit to show me something more around this, they're showing me now what appears to be things like bulldozers or snow dozers within this scene. And it's like they're moving across the land, and they're moving aside these old, and it looks like shells of cars and machinery, but it's like they're coming and they're clearing these things that have been left on the snow and in this scene, things that have been scattered around. So the sense that this gives me is, indeed, there is a lot more clearing to be done here. Now, I feel like this is moving into crypto, but this is also moving into the collective energy and the personal energy. So it's however it's speaking to you and reaching you would be the way that it's meant to be received. So as we move out these old shells, these old cars, it feels like, connection to the old system, the way things have been in the past and have stopped working and have just been dumped or left, but they're now being cleared and being moved out. Now this is all existing within this gentle integration that I explained earlier. So there is this swing that's taking place, and there is this sense of this divine wholeness and newness and integration that's taking place, but there is still this clearing going on, and it's like the sense of the truck that comes through to clear the space. It's very, it's coarse, and it's harsh. It's not this gentle, delicate energy that is also present here in this scene. So being mindful of these swings in the emotions is what Spirit's pointing out. And really, if you're swinging into one side of it, it's like being reminded and not to forget that the other side exists, because it may feel like it's totally gone. You might find this energy one moment and like, wow, everything's open and it's, there's this change and this excitement and this sense of expansion coming in, but then it may quickly swing into old stories and old patterns and, hard emotions. So not to lose sight that there's two things going on here, and things are continually unfolding and undulating through this process. And so there's really a need to continue with the flow of whatever you're going through. Don't stop it there. Continue the process. Allow it to move through and to shift. And that will make it easier for this change to take place. Okay, so I'm going to ask Spirit, is there anything more that they wish to show or share? Now they talk about preparations, being ready and preparing for the new, sowing the new seeds of the new, and moving into the stages of allowing the planting. It's like they show me the stage of the soil being prepared, but it's like the seeds haven't even necessarily been found that are going to be planted. So we're on the edge of this stage of finding the correct seeds and planting the correct seeds to nurture into the next phase of our experience. And so with all that, I find it quite interesting, because I feel like Spirit kind of really tuned it into making the reading quite a personal connection and relationship. Now, in the way that it came through to me, it started out very much about the markets and the experience of emotion within it and whatnot, but it kind of got into this finer and finer tuned connection to energy and personalized energy. And I feel like the way that Spirit has portrayed it within the information is like it all comes back to self and the center of the self. And it's like it's ebbing and flowing between the expanse of the collective and the markets, and it moves back to the personal experience and how we can integrate and move with the collective and also the personal in this fine dance of experience. So I felt that was quite interesting, the way that Spirit portrayed it as that. Okay, guys, well, I'm going to leave it there for today's video. If you have any thoughts or ideas or anything that's come in from listening, please pop it in the comments below. Also, readings are open, just a reminder of that. And I'll see you guys again soon. Raven Scry signing off.